Hello my peeps, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Connie C. Walcott, and of course I'm here with another video. If you have not yet subscribed, you need to go and do so right now because this video promises to be fun. So I will be showing you how you can create interactive slides for your online classes. But before we get into that, I want to share a few tips with you. Number one, you need to ensure that you have an idea of how you want to set up your slides. For example, I am a computer science teacher, and so I will be creating somewhat of a technology theme. For example, if you are a science teacher, you could set up your slides to look somewhat like a science lab. Or if you teach KG and primary, there are so many things that you could add to create that KG classroom visual. Number two, ensure that you have an idea of your theme or color scheme. So think about 2 or 3 colors that you want to use. In this example, I will be using a number of colors because, I want it to look extremely fun. And my last tip to you is choose at least 2 font types that you want to use across your slides. Once you have your theme, your colors, your ideas, and your font, you are good to go. Now let's get into the tutorial.
So the first thing you would want to do is to open a web browser and simply typing Google Slides. It will come up. Or if you are using Google Chrome, you just go to Apps and then Slides. All right, so now I will be selecting a blank slide. Once it's finished loading, then the first thing I'm going to be doing is to get rid of these text box, just minimize and then delete because I will not be using them at this time. All right, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is to change the color of this slide's background. So if you look at the top, you will see background. And then I'm going to be changing the color. So I'm looking for colors that pop. I really like this color, and so I'm going to be selecting it. And then I'm going to click on done. All right. I am so loving this color, guys. The next thing I am going to be doing, I'm going to be inserting a whiteboard or a smart board onto my slide because remember I am creating somewhat of a computer lab. So I'm going to be going to insert image and then I'm going to click search from web. If you already have photos downloaded to your computer, you can click upload from computer and then you can access those images. But I'm going to be searching my images directly from the web. Okay, so now I am going to be typing whiteboard clip art PNG, and PNG simply means the image will come with a transparent background. Enter. Now there are multiple options that you can choose from, guys. So whatever images you want, you can simply just search, put PNG at the end, and you don't have to worry about removing the background. All right, so I'm going to be using this one. And I'm going to click on it and then click insert at the bottom. All right, so you have to give it some time to load. Once it's loaded up, then you can adjust it and make it into as big or as small as you want. So there I have my whiteboard. The next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be looking for a computer. Now I'm going to go to insert again, image, insert image, search web, and then I'm going to be searching computer, clip art PNG, enter. And I'm going to search for one that I like. I basically want a computer screen. Uh, let's see what's there. All right, let's go. All right, here it is. Then I'm going to click insert again. All right, so it came up really huge, guys, and so I'm going to make it very small because I need at least 6 of them on the screen, at least 6. Once I have made it the right size, I am going to copy and paste it 5 times. So paste, 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 paste. I think I've already gone 5. No, one more. Paste. So now I am going to position them as to how I would want them to be on the slide. Okay, so the next thing I am going to be doing, I'm going to be changing the color of these computer screens because each of these computer will represent a different slide. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to insert, shape, and I'm going to choose a shape that is similar to the shape of the computer screen. I am going to stretch it across this screen. I am going to adjust it. And as usual, hold on, let me see if it lines up. Nope. It needs to come a little bit more down. Right, let's see if it's better now. All right, a little bit over this side. And there. All right, so as usual, I'm going to be copying this shape and then I'm going to be pasting it 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to bring them to cover each computer screen. Ensure that they line up nicely. All right, there. So the next thing I am going to be doing is to change the color of each computer screen. And remember, I stated that I'm working with colors that pop. So the first one, I'm going to click on the shape and then I'm going to be clicking on this. And if you hover over the icon, it will tell you that it is a color fill icon. So I'm going to be clicking on it and I want this one to remain white. And I'm going to change this one to this color. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just change all the colors, guys. All right, so now my computer screens are looking extremely colorful, neatly lined out. So I'm going to be adding some text and I'm going to start with my whiteboard. So I'm going to be going to insert text box and then I'm going to put it right here. So here I am going to be placing my welcome note. For example, welcome to Miss Connie's computer lab. All right, so remember I told you to choose your font and your font size. So the font that I'm going to be using for this is the Comic Sans MS. I'm also going to make it bold, and then I'm going to use this plus sign to make it way bigger. Let me give it some space because I'm going to be putting something to the side. Give it a little bit bigger. All right. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to add something that represents Miss Connie. In this case, I'm going to be using a robot. So I'm going to follow the same steps to insert images. Insert image, search web, and then I'm going to enter robot, clip art PNG. And I'm going to search for a cute little robot. And I like this one. I think this one represents Miss Connie. Make it small. And it's also saying hi. Like, hi, kids. All right. Make it small. In the corner right there. So the next thing I am going to be adding an instruction. And guys, you can add instructions throughout all your slide. So I'm going to insert again text box, and I'm going to be adding a instruction. For example, click on each computer to access class resources. All right, I'm going to make this into a bullet point, and I'm going to be clicking these three dots right here, and then I'm going to be adding the star. Highlight, I'm going to make it bold, change the font to Georgia, give it some space, stretch it across. All right, guys, so this is where we are thus far. Now I'm going to be adding text to my computer screen. All you have to do is click on the shape and start typing. For example, this first slide will be representing lab rules. Then I'm going to go ahead, highlight, make it bold, make it a little bit bigger, and then I'm going to be changing the font to Georgia. I'm also going to center it by clicking these three dots and align it to the center. And then I'm going to repeat the same steps for the rest of the computer screen.
So now that I have created the home slide and it's looking all nice and colorful, the next thing I will be doing is to create the individual slides. So if you notice that I created a computer for the class rules, I created a computer for the collaboration tools, whatever it is, and you can always change it up depending on the subject you teach. So I will be linking those computers to individual slides. I have already created those slides off screen, but I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about.
The background color on each slide is now different. And then you would follow the same steps to insert images and text. You can always replay the video to see how that is done. Now, what I'm going to show you next is how to insert links. Now, the first thing we're going to be doing is to link the images, the computer images, to each slide. Now, let's begin with lab rules. So you basically click on the image, the computer image, and then if you look in the toolbar, you will see the insert link icon. You just click on it. When you click on it, you have two options. You can either paste a link from the web or you can link it to a slide in the presentation. So I'm going to be selecting slides in this presentation. And this one will be linked to slide 2. Then I'm going to click apply. If you click on this computer, you will see slide 2 come up, and if you click on slide 2, it will take you directly to slide 2. So now I'm going to go back and link all the other computers. Okay, so now that we have linked all our slides to each computer, if you click on the computer, you will see the slide come up. So for example, this one is linked to slide 2. It takes you all the way to slide 2. This one is linked to slide 4. When you click on it, it takes you to slide 4. Now I'm going to be showing you how to add link from the web and how to add link to text instead. So here I have some class resources. I'm going to be adding the link to a video on YouTube about input devices. And so I'm going to be highlighting the topic input device. And then I'm going to go back to the toolbar, click insert link. And then I'm going to go over to YouTube, copy the link of the video, go back to my slides, paste the link, and then click apply. Now, did you notice that it is no longer black, but it's now blue and it has a line under it? That basically shows that it has been hyperlinked. And so if you click on it, the link to the video comes up and you can click on it and it leads you directly to the YouTube video.
Now you see how interactive these slides are with clickable links, clickable images. I'm sure your students will definitely have fun with a presentation such as this. Now you might be wondering, how does a student get back to the home slide after they have clicked a link? Now, this is what is going to bring it all together. I'm going to be creating a home button so that students are able to refer back to the home slide at all times. Let's take a look.
We're going to be adding a home button. The home button is going to be added to all slides except the home slide. This button will allow students to refer back to or to go back to the home slide at all times. And so I'm going to be starting with slide number 2. Now I'm going to be using an image to represent the home button. And so I'm going to go to insert image, search the web. Then I'm going to enter home PNG. Now I'm going to minimize it right here in the top left corner. Make it small, but not too small. So the next thing I'm going to do is to copy and paste it to all the other slides. Now what I'm going to do is to link all of these to our first slide, which is our main slide. So if you remember the steps, you click on the image, choose the insert link icon, and then I'm going to select slides in this presentation, and of course slide 1, apply. Then I'm going to do the same thing throughout all the slides. Okay, awesome. So if you go back and say, for example, I choose the lab rules slide, I can always click on home to go back to the home slide. And then I can probably select another one and then click on home to go back to the home slide.
So we are basically finished. You see how quick and easy that was? Trust me, I like to keep it fun and simple. There's one other thing that you need to know, guys. You have to show your students how to use the slides so that they can easily navigate through the slides. There are two ways in which a student can access each link: by one, clicking on it, or using the present view.
For example, they can either click on each object and the slides will come up and they can click on it just like that. Or they can use the present view to view it on full screen, and they can navigate the slides just the same. Go to home, schedule, home, collaboration tools, home, class resources. They can click on the link, go to YouTube, and that's how they will navigate. Go back, select home, and they're back to the home slide.
So that's it, guys. We are finished. Now you have a simple way in which you can create interactive slides for online teaching. But guess what? You are not limited to what I just did. You can definitely make it your own, and you can definitely add or take away whatever you like. All teachers have different styles and different ideas, and I know as educators we're extremely creative, and so I know you guys are going to nail this. If you liked this video, let me know below. If you are interested in this template, I have no problem to give it to you. Just connect with me on any of my social media accounts, whether Instagram at Connie C. Walcott, Facebook at Connie C. Walcott, or LinkedIn at Constance Walcott. Well, this was fun, guys, and I hope that we can create other fun stuff like this in the future. So until next time, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye.